No, steaming time. So the next question is, does steaming time depend on technique? It does not. Simply put, unless you've got the steam wand out of the milk, splashing milk everywhere, there's heat transfer happening. So it doesn't really matter what your technique is. Time to get to a certain temperature is constant, irrespective of your technique. I do want to mention one thing, which is with the new steam, which is about a third faster, 25% to 33% faster, it is less easy to make microfoam. And I want to go back to the Breville comment. The Breville steam is quite slow. You're looking at about a minute to make a latte. But the advantage of that is it's this really gentle steam. So you can just sort of sit there and watch the milk barely churn, but it's making very fine foam because there's no violence to the steam. And that's quite nice. And our steam, while stronger than the Breville, instead of 55, 60 seconds, we were in the 46, 48 seconds range for a long time with our machine. And it made really good microfoam really, really easily without much skill. Now we're more in the 32 to 35 second range, and there's faster heating. So you need a little bit more skill to make good microfoam at those speeds with the current steam wand tip. The steam wand tip that comes with the DE1 is single hole. Okay, and the reason it is single hole is because that is quite easy to make microfoam with. If you put more holes in, there's a common failure mode, which is you're steaming like this, and if one of the holes gets above the milk, it'll go and make big bubbles. So multiple holes or steam that comes out like this, as opposed to like this, it requires more talent, okay? Which is why I've been working with Zhu Bing, who is the inventor of the force tamper, and he is milling all sorts of steam wand tips. And I don't think you can see it here, but I'm not gonna take it off, but this is a blade steam wand tip, and this is coming soon. So this has got a single slot. And the advantage of this is that the steam is still gonna go straight out. Yeah, you can see it. You can see how it's still a narrow spray out like this, but it's a much larger cut. And the larger cut means less violence to your milk. And so it's much easier to make microfoam more like the slower steam, but you don't sacrifice the time. Now, the downside is your milk will be a little bit wetter. Because it's a larger slot, there's less pressure, and so the steam is less dry. So it's always a bargain in life, right? So in order to make the steam easier, it has to be less violent. Less violent means more wet. The drier it is, the more violent it is, the harder it is to make good microfoam. So if you can make good microfoam with a single hole with the new firmware, it will be the fastest and the driest and the least diluted milk possible. But if you're having trouble, you can consider the 3-hole steam wand tip we sell, or the blade that's coming soon. You will have a little bit more dilution, but your foam will be easier to make perfect.